So we're going to discuss the patent reform bill today.
Yeah, we got killed last time, guys. We definitely got to come up with a better plan.
You know, I think it had a lot to do with the lobbying efforts. We just need to do something better this time to get it through quickly, so they can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, guys, the lobbyists were all over this, but maybe we got to come up with some other ideas too.
Yeah, I mean, we do need to, do something different. That's for sure. We just need to brainstorm here and come up with a way to get it by. We gotta.
How about we just push it through as fast as we can? That way we can get on the schedule.
And we've got a Democratic president this time, so it might be easier to pass ultimately. We might have something here with all that, and we'll be back next time.
Patent Reform Act will be part of my legacy. The bill in 2007 wasn't viable in the 110 Congress, but now we can make it happen in the 112. Patent reform will correct the patent backlog crisis, make the patent office happy, and save the future of innovation in America. The patent process is confusing and inefficient. We need to change the first-to-invent system to a first-to-file system. The Patent Reform Act of 2007 tried to do that before it disappeared in the Senate. It passed through the House and the Senate Judiciary Committee, but it never made it onto the Senate calendar. I'm not giving up. We're going to reintroduce the same legislation in the 112 and make patent reform possible. So here's the plan. The Senate was the problem last time. That's where we will begin. If we can get it through the Senate, then we are golden. Last time this was painted as a Democratic piece of legislation. To avoid this problem, I have formed an alliance with Representative Lamar Smith in the House to help think through image rehab. He is from Texas, so he's a full-blown Republican. This bipartisan legislation, now called the Leahy-Smith America Invents Act, will easily find its way to President Obama's desk. We will introduce it in the House. It will be referred to the Senate Judiciary Committee, which I chair. Then we will get it on the floor of the Senate. Promise of Republican support in the House for a measure to help the economy will get it through.
I'm honored to talk in front of the House Judiciary Committee today about H.R. 1249, the Leahy-Smith America Invents Act. Recently, the Senate passed this legislation, and I urge you to report it to the House Rules Committee today. There's overwhelming support for this legislation both on and off the Hill. It passed with a final vote of 95-5 in the Senate, and I believe it's viable in the House as well. Patent reform is a way to alleviate current economic problems. The Senate has acted, now it's time for the House to act.
Any questions? Any objections? With no objections, I move to report H.R. 1249 to the House Rules Committee.
Well done, team.
Good morning. This morning I signed into law the Leahy-Smith America Invents Act. This bill will reform the current patent system and spark innovation in America. It will reinforce America's preeminence as an economic superpower. I'd like to thank one man in particular for this effort. Senator Patrick Leahy, the senior senator from Vermont, started this effort in 2007 and continued the mission to its completion today, September 19, 2011. He never lost sight of the larger mission to aid and fix the existing issues with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. American business will be greatly aided by this bill. With steps like this, our economy will be back on track before we know it.
I knew it would happen. It passed through the Senate just as I thought. Then Lamar helped it through the House with a final passage vote of 304 to 117. It took some effort to convince both sides in the Senate to adopt the House version, but at the end of the day, we got it done. America, you're welcome.